I told T.I. he should have kicked that boy when last year. If T.I. would have kicked that boy last year, that boy wouldn't have had to jack him up today.
The internet lit up when Charleston White spoke out about King Harris and his comments toward 50 Cent. What started as a heated argument between famous rappers suddenly became a much bigger conversation. Many people expected Charleston White to attack 50 Cent the way he often criticizes other artists. Instead, he surprised everyone by defending him and criticizing King Harris. His response quickly spread across social media and brought even more attention to an already messy situation. To understand why this moment became such a big deal, we need to look at the history behind it. This conflict did not begin in 2026. The tension between 50 Cent and T.I. goes back nearly 20 years. Their disagreements started in the mid-2000s during a time when both rappers were dominating hip-hop. Back in 2007, during an interview on Hot 97, 50 Cent questioned the idea of someone calling themselves the king of hip-hop. At the time, T.I. had already released his album King and was widely known as the King of the South. Many fans believed 50's comments were a direct jab at him. The remarks sparked tension that would continue for years. Later that same year, the situation grew more uncomfortable when 50 Cent showed up at T.I.'s Screamfest event alongside Jay-Z and Kanye West. Even though nothing dramatic happened on stage, the energy between them was clearly tense. People in the industry noticed that the rivalry was starting to build. Things escalated again in 2008 when T.I. faced serious federal gun charges. He ended up serving about a year in prison, even though the case could have resulted in a much longer sentence. Around that time, 50 Cent released a song with his G-Unit group where he hinted that the punishment seemed unusually light. His lyrics suggested something suspicious about the outcome. Those lines fueled rumors and whispers in the hip-hop community. T.I. was not pleased with the implication. The tension between them stayed alive, even though they were not constantly attacking each other in public. A few years later, more controversy arrived. In 2010, T.I. and his wife Tiny were arrested on drug charges. When the story broke, 50 Cent again commented online, questioning why Tiny did not take the blame for T.I. Some people saw the statement as disrespectful. T.I. responded during an interview with Vibe magazine in 2011. He made it clear that no one in his family would be forced to accept legal trouble for another person. Eventually, mutual friends helped the two rappers calm things down. Later in 2011, they spoke privately over the phone and agreed to move past the issue. For several years, the drama faded into the background. The feud seemed finished, even though the tension never fully disappeared. The story returned to the spotlight in 2020. That summer, on 50 Cent's birthday, T.I. challenged him to a Versus battle. Versus was a popular online music competition where artists played their biggest songs against each other. T.I. believed the matchup would be exciting for fans. However, 50 Cent did not take the challenge seriously and joked about it online. T.I. kept pushing the idea for months. During interviews, he argued that both of them had strong catalogs and could put on an entertaining show. But 50 Cent continued to brush the suggestion aside. Eventually, the topic faded without any official event being planned. For a while, everything remained quiet again. Then early 2026 arrived, and the argument suddenly returned in a dramatic way. In February 2026, T.I. appeared on the Nightcap podcast. During the conversation, he once again mentioned the Versus battle and claimed that 50 Cent was avoiding the competition. His comments quickly circulated online and reached 50 Cent. The very next day, 50 responded on Instagram. Instead of writing a long message, he posted old video clips and court footage connected to T.I.'s past legal case. Alongside the clips, he warned T.I. to stop mentioning his name publicly. The message was short but clearly meant to provoke a reaction. The back and forth continued throughout the month. T.I. fired back with comments of his own and insisted that he had proof that could embarrass 50 Cent if necessary. Their exchange quickly became one of the most talked about arguments in hip-hop at the time. But the moment that shocked everyone came when King Harris entered the conversation. King Harris is the son of T.I. and Tiny. At only 21 years old, he decided to defend his parents publicly. He went on Instagram and posted a long rant aimed directly at 50 Cent. Instead of simply arguing about music or reputation, King brought up something deeply personal. He mentioned 50 Cent's late mother, Sabrina Jackson, who passed away when the rapper was still a child. King even shared an image of her tombstone and made disrespectful comments about it. For many fans, that crossed a serious line. In hip-hop culture, speaking negatively about someone's deceased family member is considered extremely disrespectful. The post immediately caused outrage across social media. 50 Cent chose not to respond with a traditional diss track. Instead, he handled the situation the way he often does, through humor and trolling. He posted memes, jokes, and edited images that mocked King Harris. Rather than appearing angry, he tried to make the entire rant look childish and ridiculous. At one point, he compared King to a cartoon frog meme. In another post, he shared an old childhood photo of King with a caption suggesting that bad behavior eventually catches up with people. His strategy seemed to be turning the moment into entertainment instead of treating it like a serious threat. Meanwhile, T.I. and his sons continued releasing music that referenced the conflict. Several songs contained lines aimed at 50 Cent. The Harris family appeared ready to battle through music and public statements. Right in the middle of this chaos, Charleston White stepped in with his opinion. Charleston White is a controversial figure online. He is known for speaking loudly and bluntly about hip-hop culture. Many people either strongly support him or strongly dislike him because of his bold opinions. During several live streams in late February 2026, White addressed the situation. His message was,
And King is behaving and going on with these kind of actions and inactions and traits and characteristics.
simple. King Harris should never have gotten involved in a conflict between older men who have been arguing for decades. White said the situation looked like a young man trying to prove something by jumping into an argument that did not belong to him. According to White, the issue should have stayed between T.I. and 50 Cent. He also criticized the decision to insult someone's deceased mother. White argued
Of a delinquent, criminal-minded boy, then you are up and you and failing as a father, tipster. Clifford?
that bringing up a dead parent showed a lack of respect and maturity. He believed T.I., as a father, should have taught his son to stay out of that type of situation. To prove his point, White posted a photo of one of T.I.'s deceased relatives and said if families were going to be dragged into the argument, then no one should expect sympathy when the same treatment comes back their way. His response was harsh and controversial, but it sparked huge discussions online. Some people agreed
That boy showing out at the Falcon game, embarrassing the family. This is the King, little ugly.
with him, while others felt he went too far. White also claimed he had known 50 Cent for years behind the scenes. According to him, they had communicated privately and had mutual respect. Whether that claim was fully accurate or not,
That's the best rapping in it. Tell T.I. I got it, the best diss song he can have right now. Boy can't find no better diss song.
it added another layer of intrigue to the story. To understand Charleston White's influence, it helps to know a bit about his background. White grew up in Fort Worth, Texas. When he was young, he lost one of his eyes.
I'm on the set of 50 couldn't activate it. 50 Cent tried to say don't nobody activate T.I. like I do.
In an accident. His teenage years were troubled. At around 14 years old, he was involved in a robbery that turned deadly when a store clerk was shot by someone in his group. White later testified against the shooter and spent time in juvenile detention facilities. After leaving that life behind, he focused on education and community work. He eventually earned a criminal justice degree and helped create a nonprofit program.
Damn it, I told T.I. he should have kicked that boy when last year. If T.I. would have kicked that boy last year, that boy wouldn't have had to jack him up today.
Aimed at mentoring young people who were at risk of following the same path he once took. Despite his positive work, White remains a controversial public figure. His outspoken personality often leads to heated arguments online. That reputation is exactly why his opinion about King Harris drew so much attention. Another reason the situation felt familiar to many observers is that King Harris had already been involved in several public controversies before 2026. One early viral moment happened in 2022 when he argued with employees at a Waffle House restaurant in Atlanta. The disagreement started over a food order, but escalated quickly. King climbed onto the counter and threatened the staff while recording himself on social media. The video spread widely online and damaged his public image. Later that year, he faced legal issues involving speeding and driving with a suspended license. The case resulted in a warrant after he missed a court appearance. Another major moment occurred in 2023 during an Atlanta Falcons football game. King was live streaming from a stadium suite when he began arguing with his parents about his upbringing. He insisted he had grown up in tougher conditions than people realized. T.I. strongly disagreed and challenged his version of events. The argument became physical when T.I. briefly put his son in a headlock while trying to calm him down. The live stream captured everything, and the footage quickly spread online. For many viewers, the incident showed a family struggling with public pressure and personal disagreements. By the time the argument with 50 Cent happened in 2026, King Harris already had a reputation for reacting emotionally and speaking without filters. While all of this drama was happening, 50 Cent was also involved in several other conflicts across the entertainment industry. He had ongoing tension with Rick Ross, a rivalry that has existed for more than a decade. Their disagreements often play out through social media posts, jokes, and interviews. There was also tension involving Big Meech and the Black Mafia family story. 50 Cent produced the television series about the organization, but disagreements later surfaced after Meech was released from prison. In another strange moment, 50 even posted surveillance footage connected to rapper Jim Jones, apparently showing him trying to enter a studio that had unpaid rent issues. The video created embarrassment and added yet another feud to 50's long list of conflicts. One of the most personal challenges for 50 Cent has been his strained relationship with his son, Marquise Jackson. Over the years, their public disagreements have often played out online. Many fans see that situation as one of the most painful aspects of his life outside music. Because of all these overlapping conflicts, some observers believe 50 Cent approaches arguments differently than most artists. Instead of responding with music, he usually responds with memes, jokes, and carefully timed social media posts. His strategy keeps him in the center of attention without requiring traditional rap battles. The internet played a huge role in amplifying the King Harris situation. Fans quickly divided into opposing sides. Some supported King for defending his mother against disrespectful comments. Others believed bringing up 50 Cent's deceased parent crossed a serious line that should never be crossed. Online discussions became intense. Social media platforms filled with debates about loyalty, respect, and the boundaries of hip-hop rivalry. Meanwhile, T.I. appeared to use the attention as momentum for his upcoming album. New songs referencing the conflict were released during the peak of the drama. The timing suggested that the controversy might also be helping generate excitement around his music. Whether intentional or not, the situation showed how quickly personal arguments can turn into entertainment in the digital era. At the center of it all was a simple but powerful question: where should the line be drawn? Arguments between artists are nothing new in hip-hop. Rivalries have existed since the earliest days of the genre. But when family members, especially those who have passed away, become part of the insults, many fans believe the situation changes completely. Charleston White's involvement forced people to think about that line again. His blunt message was that younger artists should learn from older generations instead of jumping into their battles. The drama between T.I., King Harris, and 50 Cent may eventually fade the way many celebrity conflicts do. However, the conversations it sparked about respect, family, and responsibility will likely continue for a long time. In the end, the story was about more than just insults and social media posts. It became a reflection of how quickly emotions, fame, and loyalty can collide in the public eye. And as always in hip-hop, the audience is watching every move.
Now y'all all of a sudden, boy, you disrespecting Tippy? You done got so, well, you disrespecting Tiny, and you was born into a situation and circumstances and an environment that most kids dream about, mama. You wasn't born into some horrible conditions.